All right, welcome, folks. Milspec Offshore here, and today I've got the satellite phone store with me again. This is Eric. You guys have met him in the past, and we've talked a lot about some of the cool stuff that these guys offer. And so, that said, Eric, welcome to the show, my man.
Thank you so much, man. Pleasure to be here. Love Monkey Works. Love the team over there, and glad that I can be here and kind of contribute to what's going on today.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. So this Bivy stick, this is one we've been talking about, pretty hot item. I was just reading. I know last time that I spoke with Tina, we were talking about there was about 6,000 of these available. You guys have since secured about 20,000 of these, but they're flying off the shelf because you've got a lot of organizations that are starting to rally with these because sat phones are kind of getting hard to find, right? So go ahead. I know you
Yeah,
got something to
yeah,
say on that one.
you just nailed it. So I've been doing this over 16 years, and supply levels have always moved here and there, especially around hurricanes and stuff. But recently, it's just been compounded by multiple supply shortages, the Ukraine war, huge demand. So satellite phones are very hard to come by now. We're
Yeah.
actually buying them back from customers. If they're
Wow.
not using them, or if they turned off their service, or they just said this is not for me. It's not that many of them, so we just actually approached everybody that we could find and are offering a buyback program just because we have such a
Yeah.
demand for satellite phones. But aside from that, we found the bivvies last year because we realized this was going to happen. People are still going to want to communicate. There's still a huge threat to our fragile communications grid. So many ways.
Yeah.
People need to be armed with something to have ability to get out information, to get information.
Yeah.
It feels really bad when you're cut off. If you've ever
Yeah.
been cut off.
It's not a good feeling. So now, just to at a 100,000 foot level. Now we did a video on this, and you can actually go back and see it. That was just strictly on the Bivy stick. But for those that are just first time checking this out, trying to figure out, this is something they need. Can you walk us through, 100,000 foot level, how this thing works, what it does?
Yeah, let me grab mine. So this is my bug out kit. Pull out my bivy. So the bivy is 3.4 ounces, the smallest global worldwide satellite communicator in existence today.
Yeah.
This is actually kind of like a wearable satellite device. You can carabine it to your rucksack, to your pack, and your go bag. Very lightweight, which makes it easier to carry and portable. This communicates to 66 Iridium satellites. Those Iridium satellites are going to give you a little bit of connectivity in every place on Earth that you can see a little bit of the sky. It's the only requirement. This guy has to see a bit of the sky. Satellites come over. Your messages can come and go. Your weather requests can come and go. You can pull offline maps. It means you can have topographical maps in an offline mode, so it actually backs up as a GPS. You do need a mobile device to work with it.
Yeah.
That could be Android, iPhone. It could be an iPad, an iPod. Doesn't even have to have a cellular SIM card in it or anything. But you do need a smart device so you can run the Bivy app. Once you have the Bivy app on your phone, you Bluetooth connection to the device, and now you're able to send two-way unlimited text messages, get weather, trigger an SOS if you're in a bad spot.
Yeah.
That goes right out to Global Rescue, which is an internationally known search and rescue group. A lot of value built into just like a little package. So that's
Yeah.
the high level view for what it does.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I was just we were just talking right before we started this about some of the cyber stuff that's we're being told, right? That it's actually gone mainstream now. They're talking about some potential blackouts, right? And so this would definitely be something that you want in that situation, right?
Yeah, CISA, Cyber Information Security Administration from the U.S. government, has put out a news in different channels. You can find it online, warning about large-scale blackouts. It's not exactly news because if you are a homeowner or a business owner, I wouldn't be surprised in the past 12 months if you've received a notice from your utility provider saying you may have a service interruption. They see them a lot in different places, especially places like the West Coast of California,
Yeah.
Texas, Florida, other places that have trouble with the grid or the grid's very fragile. So another great reason to make sure you're armed with some type of device to communicate.
Yeah, for sure. So, and these are a little different than our regular rolling blackouts. This is a cyber attack, is what they're thinking, right? That they're going to be utilities attack that will take stuff offline from the Russians, I guess, or anybody else in the world that's trying to get to us right now. So,
we rely every day on ability to communicate with each other.
Yeah.
And it's not writing letters and tin cans. It's actually like, wireless signals either over cellular or satellite or different communications. I think satellite is the most reliable when everything else is kind of being having some trouble.
Yeah.
So sometimes accessories make that work. So I'm going to share a few that I like to use.
Yeah. Let's see it.
We have these great mounts. These are called Sea Suckers. Sea Sucker is a Florida company. This is not a promotion for Sea Sucker, but I like the company. Super heavy duty. Suction this to my boat or to the outside window of my house. The Bivy threads on. Now, the Bivy threads on any standard like tripod or GoPro mount. So I thread that guy on. I'm going to turn it on by holding down the power button on the bottom. Get a little green flash of light. And then if I were outside.
I love it. Do you have to lick it and put it on there, man?
No, that thing can hold a scuba tank to a boat, okay?
Wow.
Those things are solid. When you start seeing the little orange on the pump, that's when you need to give it a couple pumps. I've seen that thing hold for months.
Wow.
I put it on the outside window of my office. I can see the window. You want to be 10, 15 feet, but the cool thing about the Bivy, you ratchet it up to a suction cup mount like that. Now, it's outside. I'm inside.
Yeah.
I'm not in the hurricane. I'm not in the storm. I'm not out in the elements. I'm inside.
I love it.
And that also works on my boat, offshore. That also works in a vehicle riding down the road off grid. So I like that it can go between the different places that I go.
Yeah.
One thing to be clear, though, the Bivy does not give voice calls.
Right.
Bivy's just two-way texting. If you want voice, we have limited amounts of satellite phones. We're kind of preserving them for humanitarian NGOs and people who really need them, want them. But Bivy's a great option. So the other kind of components that I like to use, and I just got into these the past couple years, is a Faraday bag, Go Dog bags. So we carry these. I've never seen a lot of stuff that's been happening in my lifetime. I've never seen what happens with an EMP. I hope I never have to. But in the event that happens, I'm going to be one of the people that have all my stuff stacked in my Faraday bag. So I got my 5-watt solar panel, very compact, very sleek. You're going to be able to charge up anything you want off of that guy there. I also got a small battery pack, just kind of a standard good old 20,000 milliamp battery pack. And this is only 5 watts kicking at 2 volts, but that's good enough to charge my phone or my Bivy. I got the battery. I'm not running out of power. I'm going to be able to keep communicating.
Yeah.
Most infinitely.
Yeah.
Because I'm harvesting power, storing it in the battery pack, using it to charge my devices.
Yeah.
When I'm not using it, back in the Faraday bag.
Yeah.
That's my bug out bag.
I love it, dude. That's
it's
cool.
The smallest one. I don't like carrying around a bunch of gear. Some ops guys, tech guys love just huge bags of gear, and I get it. You want it all, but I need a daily driver that makes me feel like I'm covered. And
I got you.
So that's
doing the basic comms is kind of key, right? That's a kind of staple block and tackle stuff there, and that's good. I like it. That suction cup, you guys sell those?
We do, yeah. We sell the mounts, and I couldn't. I think my favorite accessory is the mount because it makes it to where I use it. So if I go offshore, I'm able to still communicate, just a little bit of text. A lot of times in our daily lives, we want to digitally disconnect from stuff. We want to disconnect from computers and internets, but to have a little bit of connectivity, that safety line, is crucial. So the Bivy fills that gap really well for us and our customers.
Yeah, for sure. I've got my immediate team, the guys that are in my AO. We all are on this bad dude right here in case we've got a comms down situation, right? And so that we've got the ability to communicate and go if we need to. But it's a game changer, and I'm really glad you guys actually got me in touch with this because we had talked a little bit about something. It may have been this the last time we talked. And it piqued my interest, and then now I got my hands on it. I'm like, man, this thing is nice. So
I'm telling you, if you've worked around any type of a major catastrophe before, hurricanes or anything like that, fires, the ability to kind of like smoothly communicate is really tough, really difficult. Texting is really popular.
yeah,
People can text on the device that they're used to. So
yeah,
one thing that's happened is the Bivy's now $55 a month. You get it included. There's 12 months of service. You have to do 12 months of service minimum. Um, and that includes damage protection too. So if anything happens to that Bivy, anything goes wrong, you give us a call. We can't fix it. You get another one overnighted to you.
nice.
We have that built in. There's also a new program we have for $65 a month. You get the Bivy, the insurance, and a new service that you might be interested in. It's called Galileo. This service is used by a lot of, a good amount of people that like to share truth and information. And they've grasped onto this. It's a third-party app. It's not ours, but they reached out to us. We started using it, and this allows them. So let's say you're wanting to send out a small broadcast, and there's 1,000 people that listen to Monkey Werx that want to be able to hear what you have to say. You got some intel.
Mm-hmm.
You often do, and even if it's only 160 characters, I want to know what Monkey has to say today.
Gotcha.
And if everything else is down, all the networks, YouTube's, internet connections for people, no one's going to be able to watch Monkey unless you have a satellite internet, and you have satellite internet and there's some server that's still working.
Yeah.
So the Bivy and Galileo it gives people the opportunity that are really prepared-minded people to say, okay, I have a device, I have power. Now, what's the source of information I want? So that Galileo account allows people to subscribe. We'll probably get you introduced to that soon and see how you like it and get your feedback on it.
Yeah.
I think that would be really important. The people over there are real receptive and awesome to work with. So a service that's been very popular, but we bundled all this together to make it easy for people to kind of get what they need versus having to go piece by piece and say, oh, do you need this or that? We know what you need. We've been there.
Yeah.
We thought this out for you. So those are the programs that we have. The fact that we were able to secure 20,000 sounds good. I'm going to see it. I'm going to believe it when I see it. I've heard a lot of numbers, and try to go out and buy 10 handheld radios right now, or different types of electronics. It's really hard. And I think the manufacturers, none of them get it 100% right. So if you are someone who's kind of been looking at SATCOMs or kind of communications and you're not sure, I think this is a really good opportunity to get your hands on something that will give you that capability in the time of need.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Dude, this thing is awesome. So anything else we need to cover that we need to tell folks other than if they want this from the Monkey Werx standpoint, you just go into sat123.com/monkeywerx, and that'll take you straight into all of that.
Yeah, I got something to prove today for this audience and for all audiences. If any of our veterans are out there or active duty serving men and women, we want to help you have this, especially you're fighting for our freedoms and have been. I come from a military family. So what we're going to do is give you free shipping on the Bivy and your first month free. So first month's including the Bivy, just to make it easier for you. You do need to call in because they're going to ask for a copy of your ID or something like that to verify you. But we do want to make that available, and we do appreciate you for your service.
Oh, that's awesome, brother. Well, good deal, man. All right. Hey, listen, if you guys are interested in that, again, all the information that you need to order this, the Bivy stick or sat phones or anything else that you want to get your hands on, like me, I'm going to get that suction cup behind you, guaranteed, man. That thing, I thought of 100 purposes for that when I saw you stick it to the glass.
We'll get one out the door to you today. I'm in the shop. I'm talking to you from the shop right now. The team's packing orders. We're a real company, small business. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call us. We don't have robots on the phone. We have real people, and they like helping people find solutions.
Yeah, 100%. And I can give you a testimony to that. I reached out to you guys, and they were there's like concierge service, man. Really, really good. Just spot on. You know, what every company should be like, it's crazy. So, but yeah, all that contact information, all the details will be right here in the description and right here on your screen. So, Eric, dude, I appreciate your time today, man. It's, as always, it's good to hang out with another fellow surfer and pick your brain on this stuff, man.
Yeah. And I think there's going to be more updates coming out from different technology that we have. And there's different satellite stuff happening. So we hope to get back on and keep giving you guys updates as they come.
Good deal. I appreciate it, man. Thanks
All
for
right.
your
Have a
time.
great weekend. Happy
Yeah.
Easter.
Yeah. You too.